What's up, y'all? This is MrLetGo, and this
Alexis.
is huh?
Alexis.
And this is Alexis, and we're about to have a very in-depth conversation about a few things. One of the things is about this phenomenon or this epidemic that's going on with women trying to make their sons their husbands or their boyfriends. That's the first thing. And then we're going to talk about how single mothers are running around telling women who don't have children that something is wrong with them. So we're going to talk about both of these things. So, Alexis, which one do you want to talk about first? Because both of these conversations are going to be good.
Let's touch on the fact that a lot of single women are telling single mothers are telling other women that if you don't have children, something's wrong, or they just have a lot of things to talk about regarding that. So we can touch on that one first, if that's okay.
Okay, so let's touch on that. And everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. I got a bunch of videos that I'm going to be playing, talking about this whole situation, especially the son husband stuff. So everybody, make sure to hit the like button. Y'all already know. Until we get the 100 likes, I ain't playing nothing. So y'all make sure to hit the like button, get us to 100 likes, and then we'll get to these videos. But okay, Alexis, what is going on with these single mothers? This is topic one. What is going on with these single mothers actually trying to guilt trip women into becoming single mothers themselves who don't have kids? What is this?
So I started getting a lot of backlash recently. I do post a bit of controversial things on my Instagram. So where this notion came from, I posted something I seen. Basically, someone said that, it's really hard out here. Be nice to these young children and young adults because gas is up. They got hit with the worst inflation, gas prices, rent. When we were growing up, rent was like $300,
Yeah.
So, and they're paying $1,500 for 400 square feet. So just be nice to these young kids, right? So
Yeah.
I posted it, and of course I made it a little bit more personalized for me, and I said, this is so true. And plus, when you don't have children, half of our check is taken because we don't have kids, and we get taxed so much to pay for other people's needs. And, by the time they take all of our money, we need help as well. And then bottom line, when you don't have children, you just get no type of help at all. So ever since then, I got a lot of backlash from a lot of single mothers. And they were basically like, well, if you were to have kids, then you'll get government assistance or you'll get Section 8 or welfare. And I've even been told, well, your womb just doesn't work because you don't have kids at 24. And then someone told me, it doesn't matter if you're married or if you have kids before you're married, because either way, it's a beautiful thing. Kids are a blessing, and they are. But it's just a lot of, I don't want to say jealousy or anything. The fact that other women who don't have kids, we do get a lot of backlash, even from men as well. Because we don't have kids yet. It's like it's always something. Oh, something must be wrong with you, or what are you waiting for? Like, I hope you're not waiting on marriage because it doesn't matter. Things of that nature.
So women are saying marriage doesn't matter. I don't know what you're waiting on.
So I will say, from my experience, when I've spoken with a couple single mothers before, and I told them, like, I'd rather be married before I have kids, for one, because I could die. I could die during birth. I wouldn't do that for anyone who's not my husband. And they say,
ooh, I like that. Wait. Shout out to you. Y'all single mothers hear that? Say that again.
That is true. You could die during birth. So why would you risk your life for someone, who didn't put a ring in your finger and make you a wife yet, pretty much?
Yeah.
And I can't give anybody the pleasure of calling me a baby mom. I hate the word in general. I don't even like using the word. But, and plus I was raised by my mom and dad. They were married. They're divorced now, but my mom especially definitely pressed the notion of make sure you're married, So, and plus you want that type of security as well. So when I do speak with them and I told them, like, I'd rather be married first, they said, like, why does it matter if you're married? Because the man, he's not going to help anyway, or things like that. I'm like, that's not true. Cause I mean, my dad was there, you know. It's like, I think when you are married and when you give a man a child, he's very thankful for that. And I
Yeah.
think he would definitely help out. You know, of course, we have more of an obligation to children because it did come from our bodies, you know, but that's just natural. But
Yeah.
I don't like when they say, well, you're going to be doing it by yourself anyway. So if you're going to do it by yourself, you might as well just be single. Then you
And
get
live
government
off the
assistance.
government and get government
Right.
assistance.
Like, then you get government assistance. And then, you know, the whole, well, you can do it by yourself. Like, I'm a strong, independent woman. Like, I did this without a man. I'm like, but do you hear yourself, though? Because you're basically saying, I did this without a man. But it's hard and you're stressed out and you're crying all the time. So why would you want to do it by yourself, you know?
Yeah. So you're 24, right?
Yes.
This is a millennial telling y'all what other millennials are saying. Okay. These other young women out here are just straight idiots. Why? Because y'all have raised idiots. A lot of y'all are in y'all 30s and 40s, and y'all grown ass daughters out here are sounding like idiots. Where did they come from? Your dumb ass. Because you taught them this stupid shit. You older ass women with 20-year-old daughters, you have raised these women to actually think that having a baby by a dude and living off the government is the way to go. And another thing to you idiots out here, depending on the government does not make you independent because you're dependent on the government. That means you are dependent, not independent, stupid. So any of you goofy ass women out here, depending on the government or having a baby and depending on the government and saying that you're an independent woman, you're a dumbass. Okay, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. And this is the thing, Alexis, that I am against the single mother epidemic. The reason why it's an epidemic because other single women, single mothers are literally trying to guilt trip women who don't have children into becoming single mothers.
I do see this a lot.
And this is the reason why I say the biggest enemy to the black woman is other black women. It's so many women who just stupid as I don't know what, run around telling young women who ain't got no kids like Alexis right here, why you want to wait until you get married? Why don't you just have a baby? Like you'll get government assistance if you have a baby. This is the mindset of the last 30 years of women. And the last 30 years of women are teaching the millennials the same stupid shit. And you wonder why we keep having the same problems is these goofy ass women. So that's the first thing. That's the first. I wanted to just really get into it, like bite into that. So like, as a 24-year-old, is it difficult living out here around these stupid ass women trying to tell you to do stupid shit? Like, how does it feel being a 24-year-old being out here with all these stupid ass women?
Well, so my friend group is really small. I'm not from Georgia. I'm from Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
So it's a different mindset for one. It definitely is. And plus, I was raised with both parents in the home, and I was raised a certain way.
Okay, wait. Stop there. Stop there. The reason why Alexis is not like the rest of you stupid ass women is because her parents got married. So some of y'all are stupid by default because your parents were stupid. Alexis' parents were not stupid because they actually got married, did the things that they supposed to do the right way. Things happen, you know what I'm saying? But overall, they did the things the right way. And a lot of you single mothers are literally teaching your daughters how to be single mothers because y'all stupid ass mamas taught y'all how to be single mothers. And that is the problem, okay? It's not the men, it's y'all being idiots. So we need to stop teaching young women how to be stupid. We got to teach young women how to wait to be married before they have children. This way we can get out of these stupid ass Section 8 neighborhoods and raising little gang members because they fatherless boys. You want to know where gang members come from? Single parent households. Virtually every gang member in the United States was raised by a single mother. Y'all are gang member factories. You want to know where gang members come from? Single mothers. I'm sick of y'all. And the reason why I'm so mad about this is because this young lady is 24. She doesn't have any kids, and a whole bunch of stupid ass single mothers are trying to get to her and get her to say, hey, depend on the government, like my dumb fat ass. You know what I'm saying? And this is the shit that we got to deal with out here. Young women are getting literally talked into becoming single mothers. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. She's 24. Some of y'all have 24-year-olds, 19-year-olds. What are you teaching your young women once they graduate from college or graduate from high school or whatever? What are you teaching them? Are you teaching them this stupid shit? Hey, depend on the government. Be an independent woman.
But that is true though, Mr. Aaron, because we grew up. I just remember, of course, when my parents divorced, they still had joint custody. So I would go to my dad's. Me and my sister would go to our dad's 3 days a week, and then we'd be at our mom. My mom was not okay with just taking us fully. Like she wanted us to have our father in our life as well. And plus, my dad wouldn't go for that anyway. Like he was very.
Your parents are divorced, right?
They're divorced now. My dad remarried, but I mean, just marriage in general is really big between them two, because even when my mom and my dad divorced, and I've been in Georgia for about 10 years with my mom, but I've seen, and she knows that I see her doing everything by herself because she's not remarried, but my dad is. But she always stressed, like, do you see me doing all this around the house? Like, make sure you get a man because you don't want to do it by yourself, you know? And I understand, I see that. And even when I was like being with her and living in the house with her, we see like all the benefits, you know? Like it's comes down to the little things like ceiling fans being put up, like little stuff like that. Like you need a man in this house, you know? But I will say, just being around other women like this, it's hard to find friends, for one, because it's like
they're all stupid.
I mean, especially like when you're just on a whole nother path, you know, the things that you want to do. I'm not saying like no kids until I'm 30, you know, but definitely at least to be married first. But it is it's hard to find friends because, for one, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but I don't see that many great mothers. Just because you're a single mother does not mean you're a good mother. Because I see.
So are you against befriending a single mother? And everybody hit the like button. I said it earlier. We're not playing any of these videos until we get to 100 likes. So y'all still ain't hit the like button. We need 150 likes. So until y'all hit the like button, we're not playing any of these videos. I got a whole show for y'all, but we're not starting the real part of the show until y'all hit the like button. We needed 150 likes ASAP, or I ain't playing nothing. So would you actually befriend a single mother and make her like your BFF and she's a single mom?
So I wouldn't mind. I'm not going to discriminate against single mothers. My problem is not necessarily with the children. My problem is with you, like your mentality.
The woman, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. And unfortunately, I do not meet that many single mothers. But my best friend since high school, she's actually a single mom now. But she is probably one of the best moms I've ever seen. I know we don't hang out as much, but, you know, she has more responsibilities. But she's a great mom. She's doing it by herself. She makes it look easy. Shout out to her. I couldn't do it. Like, I do not want to do it by myself. You know? But I do still see a lot of single mothers who are just not. It's like their persona, their character is not, you know, somebody I would want to hang around with, especially when you didn't learn the first time. You know, it's not like you're just a single mom to one, you're a single mom to three now. Like, why didn't you learn the first time? You know, it's like, I don't want that type of mentality in my circle, you know. But no, I wouldn't discriminate. If I meet someone, she's a great person, no jealousy involved, we support each other, I wouldn't mind making her a close friend.
Well, you got to look at it like this. Birds of a feather flock together. Do you think I would be cool with a drug addict? Do you think my BFF would be a person that does drugs? What about a gang member? You think I would be best friends with a right? What about would I be best friends with a homeless person?
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So it's somebody like you're 24. I would not have single mother friends because you're still young and impressionable,
Right.
it's just it's better to become friends with women that you want to be like, or other women who don't have kids, so y'all can have the same y'all can learn from each other. What can you learn from a single mom as a 24-year-old woman with no kids? At some point, because hanging around anybody, either they're going to be more like you or you're going to be more like them. It's almost a guarantee, right? And a single mother can't be a woman who doesn't have kids because she's a single mother already. So she can't really be like you. So most likely you're going to end up being like her, which is a single mom. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
So just keep that in mind. Like, my friends are married and it makes me want to be married. You get what I'm saying? And if I got friends that are not married, they got girlfriends. So it makes me like, damn, man, I want to be in a relationship, So if I was friends with homeless people, drug addicts, it'd make me want to do some drugs. But I don't hang with those people. I don't even hang with people who drink a lot.
Right.
Me and my friends, we'll go to the strip club and we'll be drinking water. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We don't even drink a lot. So just keep that in mind as a young person, regardless of what or who, when, and where. If you are hanging around single mothers, you are going to become a single mother. If you hanging around millionaires, you're going to become a millionaire. It's guaranteed at some point, Mm-hmm. Because at some point, your morals are going to slowly start falling into the toilet. Like, yeah, you're right. I'm 27 now, and da-da-da. And next thing you know, you're going to let a dude just, make you a single mother because you spent 3 years hanging around single mothers. Because sooner or later, they're going to get through to you. A relationship doesn't work, and they're going to be like, see, girl, I told you. You might as well be a single mother and live off the government like me. And then you be like, no, I'm not doing that. And then you end up 27 or 28. They're gonna be like, I'm over here living it up with my 2 fatherless kids, and I'm getting child support and all this other stuff. You sure you don't want to do this? And you're gonna be like, okay, let me find a loser to blank inside of me like you did. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Because being out here, period, is frustrating.
Yes, it is.
You want to have people that have the same mindset as you going through the frustration with you. So speaking, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think that goes back to me and 2 of my closest friends. We always say all the time, it's so hard to find more women to hang out with because we're on a certain path. Like, we travel, we're just getting ourselves together, just figuring out this adult life that nobody prepared us for. Because school definitely, But I think it goes back to the fact that since we're little, we heard our moms, our grandmothers, our aunts, even our dads, granddads, uncles, and they always tell us, like, leave men alone. You don't need a man, just be independent. Yep. School, find a career. Men will always be there. So in our mind, we think, okay, well, I can be 40 and then I'll, go find a man, So that's how we think. But now, I think I was on your live yesterday when you asked, like, at what age should you start to be worried? And I said 27.
Yeah, I remember.
Start to be worried. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm 24, maybe I should start panicking. But it's like in our mind, we're thinking that, okay, my mom said we can, you can wait until you're 30 or, just have fun in your 20s or everything. So I think.
Don't have fun in your 30s.
Right.
I'm sorry, don't have fun in your 20s. The worst thing a woman can do is have fun in her 20s. Because your brain doesn't form all of its neurons until the age of
25.
25,
Yeah.
right? So imagine a parent or older person say, oh, go have fun in your 20s. And half of your 20s, all of your neurons haven't formed. So from age 20 to 25, other than you did the right thing because you had, you got two parents. Keyword, two parents, not one parent.
And on top of that, can I add something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So not only did I have two parents in the home, but my parents, they weren't the type of parents that it's like, oh no one else is gonna discipline my child. Like when I went to my grandma's, when I went to anyone's home, is they allowed other people to parent us as well, because I think that's a problem. Also, it's like our parents, or just parents in general, they don't want anyone to tell their children anything, because it does take a village, right? So yeah. I think back in the day when teachers could paddle kids, it was for a reason, because it does take a village. But now,
a village, yeah,
right now everything is don't say anything to my child. So now we're only getting one way of doing things, which is normally by our mother, because we're raised by single mothers.
Because these days women are letting their boyfriends mess with their kids. So
yeah, I'm starting.
So they don't want nobody to know their business.
That's disgusting, though.
You get what I'm saying?
I hate what happens in this house stays in this house, because now we have, not only do we have a whole generation of women who's not only scared of their moms, we're scared of our moms. We don't want to question anything. We need therapy because we experience so much trauma. And then we have this independent mindset. And it gets to the point where even if a man wants to help us, we don't know how to handle it. So we always fuck it up because we don't know what to do. It's not something that we're used to. So we have a hard time receiving, which we should just be naturally receiving, because that's femininity, is naturally being able to receive things. But we have a hard time doing that.
That's a fact. So I want everybody to think about this for a second. For all of you idiots who run around telling young women to go live your life and have fun, I want to show you how stupid that is, and how it's a proven fact that the biggest enemy to black women is other black women. Black women run around telling y'all young women like, oh, go live your life. Do what you have fun in your 20s. Don't think about marriage. The problem with that is all your neurons does not form until the age of 25. So half of your 20s, you yourself is a dummy, because you don't have all of your neurons. Like you're not even fully, you can't even rent a car by the age of 25, because like all of your neurons have not formed. So that means if somebody tells you or gives you the green light to go out and do stupid stuff and do whatever as a woman, what do you think you're going to do? All of your neurons aren't even connected in your brain yet. You're almost guaranteed to go out and do something stupid, right? So young boys, we do stupid stuff like go to jail or whatever, right? But we can kind of like, going to jail is bad also. And of course we make kids with women and women make kids with men or whatever. But at the end of the day, you can't go out and have fun to a certain degree, not without, your dad, like, looking over you, because all of your neurons haven't formed. Like you're not even a full human yet, because your prefrontal cortex still has more programming to do. And this is a neurological fact. It's a biological fact. So at the end of the day, like, no, you're not. You're supposed to still be up under your parents. You still need to be guided by your parents. You're still supposed to be listening to your parents. That's why so many young girls literally be like, oh, I didn't listen to my dad. I didn't listen to my mom, because all her neurons didn't form. You get what I'm saying? So that's the main thing.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I mean, I used to, when I was in high school, middle school, just growing up, I thought my parents were just so strict. But now I look back and I'm just like, I actually thank my mom. I'm like, thanks just for being strict. Yes. Like granted, I couldn't go here all the time, but I've never been arrested, never had any trouble with the law. I have a brother who's 34. He's never been arrested. Yeah. Like, we're not bad kids. Our parents were a little strict, but I think one of the problems, like, now we have a lot of children raising children because, you know, these moms are so young, and then
Mm-hmm.
their moms were so young, and it's just like you said, your brain isn't there yet. So like
Yeah,
you're a baby raising a baby pretty much.
right.
I think they try
Think
to be
about
their
this.
children's friend more than their mom.
Imagine just being stupid as hell because all your neurons in form and you got big titties.
Yeah.
You walking around and virtually every dude is staring at you like, ooh, and it makes you feel good, like, ooh, they cool. Because you don't grew titties, you know, because you 1920, whatever. But you stupid as I don't know what, because all your neurons ain't formed, and you got this fat ass and you got these titties, and dudes are like, yo, I will do anything to see you naked, and you like anything, and you like, wow, this is a lot of power, and I'm stupid.
You are too funny.
You get what I'm
Oh my
saying?
gosh, yes.
You got all this sexual power and you stupid as hell. No, you need to build on it. And that's the reason why you need a daddy. You had a daddy, well, have a daddy, right? My kids have a daddy. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of you ladies, y'all don't have daddies. And you did not give your children daddies either.
That's what
So
I
all
was going
y'all,
to say, though, Mr. Aaron. I think a
huh?
lot of the times, I just, I already know I'm going to be called a pick me for this. I don't think that these men are just leaving their kids. Maybe they are leaving the woman, but I don't just see very often like these men just don't want to be around their kids' life, because I know for a fact men don't want other men around their kids. So I think it's
Mm.
more so the woman is like using the child as just a way to get back at him, or say, oh no, if you don't want me, you're not going to see the child. But I don't think that these men are just, no, I don't want anything to do with my legacy. I don't think that. I really don't. I see
In,
too often
in
how a
most
lot of,
cases,
yeah, I just see too
let me tell
often
you,
most of the women are doing this to their own kids.
in most cases, women are having babies, one, because they weren't loved as a child. Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine your dad never was around, so he didn't love you. And your mom definitely didn't love you because of how she treated you. She called you all kinds of names, called you stupid, fat, nobody's gonna want you, you don't, all this other stuff, yelled at you when you was doing your homework. Not you because you had a mom and a dad, but most of these single parent households, a mom, because a lot of the times the mom wanted a son. So she hates the fact that she has a daughter. So every time she looks at you, it reminds her of herself, her younger self, right? And when she was her daughter's age, she went through all kinds of crazy stuff. Got M'd, got R'd, got just all kinds of stuff. So every time she sees her 9-year-old, 12-year-old, 15-year-old daughter, she sees herself. And then once you start growing breasts and everything, and then mom is fat by now because she's like 35. She don't got fat. She can't find no man. So she's looking at her daughter like, oh, you think you this and that. I got to get you ready for this world. So let me and just beat you up. So the world, because either I'm gonna beat you up or the world's gonna beat you up. I
I
gotta
see
teach you how to
that.
be independent.
I
So
see that.
you're not loved by your mom, you're not loved by your dad. So you're just like, yo, I'm gonna create somebody to love me.
You know, I don't know if I'm tripping, but
Mhm.
I'm starting to hear as well. Like I had a good friend in high school, and her mom was just so mean. Like,
Yeah,
if mean isn't the word, like she used to call her out her name, call her like black bitch, you black bitch
yeah.
this. And I'm like, oh my god, like kids are already mean enough, but she
Mhm.
was so mean to her daughter. And I'm just like, what is it with these mothers being so mean to to their daughters, but then they love their sons? Like their sons
Mhm.
can't do any wrong with their daughters. It's like they're on their backs about every single thing. But yeah, I do see that a lot though.
Yeah,
A lot of moms are just so mean to their daughters. Kind of like they're in competition, and
yeah.
they're probably just. I don't like using the word jealous, but it probably could just be a jealousy thing. I don't know, but I do see that a lot. A lot of mothers are just so cruel to their daughters.
So great segue. Thank you for that. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but that was a great segue. Black mothers hate their daughters but love their sons. And that is why everybody is here, right? You want to hear about what I got to say about the love that these single mothers have for their sons. It's close to sexual love. Okay? It's very close to sexual love. And the reason why mothers hate their daughters because they wish they had another son. They don't like girls. They like boys because they have this sexual fetish for males. So they want a son husband. So when they raising a daughter, they just like, I'm wasting my time raising a girl. Like, yeah, she's mad. She's resentful. She doesn't like you because you're a girl. Because women are attracted to boys. They want to see their little son walk around the house with a shirt off and stuff. So,
oh gosh,
dead serious. So here we go. Video number 1. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We need 100 likes, at least 100 likes. Everybody right now, hit 100 likes and drop a super chat or a cash app, Aaron 1000. We need to get these fingers moving. Hit the like button, drop a super chat, hit Aaron 1000 with a cash app. Let's do some stuff. Let's go. All right, here's the first video.
Hey y'all, to the boy moms, I'm gonna need y'all to come to the front of the line real quick. All the boy moms, yeah, bring y'all ass here. I just need to know if y'all ever been through this before. So my son just turned 16 yesterday. Shout out to him, big 16. And recently I had went through a situation where his phone was like ringing, and I decided I'm gonna go ahead and answer it, right? Why the fuck did I decide I was gonna answer his phone? Why do that? So in the midst of me, hello, she like, who is this? Who is this? You answered Keon's phone and I want to know who you are. Nah, she thought I was one of his little girlfriends, right? She told me because yeah.
You are his little girlfriend.
Yeah, you're answering Keon's phone and I want to know who you are. I said, well, who are you? I ain't even want to drop it on her just yet, like as to who I was, right? Because I'm the HBIC in this motherfucker, shorty, and you just a little tag along at this point. But in any event, I digress. Who are you? No, I think you should tell me who you are because I'm his girlfriend. I said, oh, you one of them. That is so funny. Well, I'm his mother. I'm his mother. Yeah.
You see how she pauses like the other woman's supposed to think like, okay, you're okay. Like, what needs to happen? What? So, like, everybody have mothers. So what's wrong with that? But in her mind, she's like, no, I'm his woman, not mother.
Mm-hmm. It's me. Yeah. And quite frankly, I'm gonna be the only other girl that's gonna be answering his phone.
You hear that, right? The only other girl. This is the life of a single mother when she has a son.
And not for nothing, you on your way out, baby. I just want you to know that.
Why is she on her way out? She didn't do nothing. She just called her boyfriend's phone, but apparently his girlfriend answered the damn phone.
Yeah, see, you too busy worrying about what else Keon got going on. And you ain't worried about my baby.
My baby meaning my boyfriend and not my son.
Yeah, you're done. I just want you to know that. But it's okay, baby. Have your fun. You just called yourself trying to check his mom about answering his phone and you ain't even know it because you're so stupid. But it's okay, girl. I'm going to tell my baby you called, okay? And I'm going to be sure to tell him that you tried to check me about answering his phone.
So another thing, she answered his phone and she's not going to bring her son the phone because nobody leaves their phone at home. That means her phone, she answered her son's phone and isn't going to bring him the phone because she's now about to hang up with her and say, I'll tell him you called. Why don't you just go bring him the phone?
You ain't know who I was, but you should have played it safe. And you probably wouldn't have to worry about losing my baby. But
Losing her, I want y'all to just listen to the verbiage. You won't have to worry about losing my baby.
Good luck next time.
So that is the first video. I got a couple more videos, but y'all still ain't hit the damn like button. So hit the freaking like button and we'll get to the next video. So what is your thought on, like, okay, so let's talk about your situation if you want to.
So I have dated someone, and his mother was like, no, she was a very young mother. She had him 15. I do recall she didn't know her dad. So it probably was a void there that she was missing. And but her son was her boyfriend. That was her husband. I never had a situation like that, but it was definitely like, you're not taking my son from me. I'm his mom. I'm always going to be like the number one woman in his life. And
like this woman just said. Yeah.
Pretty much, yes. But the sad part is a lot of the sons, they go for it. That, or it's like when they do want to get away from that, or when they do want to pursue and actually have a real relationship, it's like they don't want to disappoint their moms, and then their moms, they would do everything and anything to just break them up, you know. But it's like I've seen it firsthand. It's ugly. It's very ugly to the extent that these mamas will go. And one of my close friends, the one I was seeing, who has the child now, she dated someone, and I we're best friends, so I knew his mom as well. But his mom, it was terrible. Like she would call the girl out her name. You know, she would say like, no, you're not going to give her any attention. I'm your mom. Like, how could you do this? Your dad walked out on me, and now it's your job to step up. It's disgusting.
Wow.
Like, it's really giving, like, I really want my son back. But it's real, and it's disgusting. I've seen it all.
And this is how damaging single motherhood is, ladies. If you got you a damn man of your own, you wouldn't be in your son's business like this. If you got a damn man of your own, you wouldn't be so hateful of your own daughter. It all starts from single motherhood, period. It all starts from single motherhood. When you have a baby and you ain't married, you're going to have so many problems where it's like, it's going to be like, pick a problem. You know, you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be spiteful. Just like this guy's mom that you were dating, you're not going to take my son from me. Because these sons and daughters, but mainly sons, they're your way of surviving, because as a woman, you know, nobody wants you in, you know, in certain situations, but either because your age, because your attitude, or because your weight. So, you know, women know, they have an understanding that nobody's going to want me for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 40s, I'm fat, or I got this badass attitude or something, right? We all have been alive long enough to know that our level of who wants us and who doesn't, right? You know? So what ends up happening is you just start looking around like, all right, I'm probably never going to get married. And a lot of these women your age are trying to tell you to have a baby because they're telling you that you ain't never going to get married. You might as well have a baby. So you got young women feeling like nobody's ever going to marry me. So imagine when a woman is 10 to 20 years older than a 24-year-old, how they feel. They know ain't nobody going to marry them, especially when they got a badass attitude and a whole bunch of kids, right? So the only thing they can do is depend on their grown children, and their jobs to a certain degree is to keep their children single.
Yes. Definitely the daughters, though. I definitely see the guy I was dating years ago, his mom, he had daughters. She had daughters as well, but she was still the daughters. But she definitely pushed like her daughters to be independent, but she babied her sons, and it was actually disgusting. Like, I think what's it called? I think she had Munchausen syndrome. I don't know. I really do think so.
Oedipus complex.
something like that. It was disgusting. It was like, no, you can't go out there because you're gonna get sick. And I'm like, this boy is 19 years old. What are you doing? You know? And I mean, I remember when I was in college, I seen some of my guy friends, their moms would come up to the college and like just be sitting there waiting for them to get out of class, all type of stuff. It's disgusting. Like, it's really giving I want my son vibes.
Yeah.
But it's hard because those men, they can never just go out and be happy with someone, because anytime that the mom sees him doing something for the like another woman, it's like really like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Like, I'm your mom, you need to be helping me out, you need to be paying my bills. I actually have an aunt, not blood related, but she's grown. Her kids are grown, they're like in their 40s, but she quit her job and she said like, it's her responsibility to take care of me, and her kids are, she has 4 kids. So, I mean, she's perfectly capable. She can work. She's in her like early 60s, you know, she gets around really good, but she's like,
yeah,
y'all job to take care of me, you know? And I see that a lot. Like, a lot of moms think that, okay, well, I took care of you, now it's time for you to take care of me, pretty much.
Yeah. So let me let y'all watch this video right here. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
My mothers, if you got daughters and you got sons and they're up in age and they making money, you know, help pay a bill or something. And all I'm asking you to do is help me. Mothers, when your children get up in age, let them pay a bill. Because when they get older, they out on their own, these bills come first.
This is the secret of the black mother. She ends up being old, overweight, and lonely. So many black women are running around teaching women how to be independent, boss women, and all this stuff. None of them talk about family. None of them talk about marriage. Why? Because they need somewhere to stay. She needs you to be her mother. If you end up having a husband, you're going to listen to your husband. Your mama come knock on the door, say, hey, I need to come live with you. Yo, she going to be like, I'm sorry, Mom. I got a whole husband. I got a family. There's no room. Sorry. So a lot of mothers look like her and act like her. Look at this fat ass woman.
To my mothers, if you got daughters and you got sons and they're up in age and they making money, you know, help pay a bill or something. And all I'm asking you to do is help me. Mothers, when your children get up in age, let them pay a bill. Because when they get older, they out on their own, these bills come first.
So,
I'm sorry.
It's a real problem out here. Look, if y'all don't support the channel and drop a damn cash app, Aaron 1000, put something in the super chat. We're going to end this show early, and we ain't even started the show. Got more videos to play, but y'all got to hit the like button. Y'all got to follow these instructions, okay? I am here to help you, especially you ladies, start learning how to follow instructions. So do one of the 4 things. Like the video, drop a super chat, drop a cash app, and comment. Do something. I just need interaction. That's all I'm saying. Do something. But overall, this is an epidemic that is happening, and I'm just simply showing you guys what's going on in the world. And too many of y'all are oblivious to your own actions. Your own mother treated you like this. You probably are treating your own kids like this. And this is the biggest part of the problem, you know? So, and subscribe to the channel also. So let me play this, because we're gonna talk about your present situation in a second. So now I want to show you a video that shows you how kind of like how things start from the dating process. Watch this.
Not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says, help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman says, she going to help me. She going to put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain a man.
To make up for it.
Yeah.
So the man, again, not want to just sacrifice, step up, be by yourself for some time, get your money right. It's I'll just go get a big girl, she'll help me.
It's easy.
So this is kind of like where it starts. All right.
That is right there.
Huh?
I was gonna ruffle some feathers.
That's kind of like where it starts. Your mom, not you, but the typical woman's mom is fat. Your auntie is fat. Your grandmother is fat. So you're around all these fat ass people, and you naturally, because it's not about genes, it's about eating habits and laziness, because nobody in your family goes to the gym, ever heard of a gym before, and ain't been to a gym since middle school, when y'all actually ran out and played kickball, and y'all had gym because it was PE. So the last time a lot of you fat ass women have actually been in a gym, it was a gymnasium in middle school. The last time a lot of you fat ass women have ever been inside of a gym was a gymnasium in middle school when you went to PE. Okay. Uh-oh, we lost her. Something happened. So what happens with a lot of you is you're surrounded by all these fat ass women where you end up fat, right? And then when you're fat, you know the typical man doesn't want fat women. No man wants a fat woman, right? And when this happens, you start having to do what Six the Goddess said right here.
When the men are not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says, help.
Bigger woman says, help. Bigger woman says, help. So once you become a big woman, you naturally are inclined to have to offer somewhere to live. You naturally are inclined to have to be a man's mommy. Why? Because you are fat. Fat says help, and fat says mommy.
Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman.
Right. We see a small woman, we know we got to take care of her because she's small.
Woman says she gonna help me. She gonna put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain.
Right. So then you turn around and have this situation. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
You gonna tell me? He coming in right now.
Now this is a situation where you have a loser dude. This guy right here is a loser, right? He's living with a fat woman, because you can listen to the woman's voice. You could tell she's fat, and she has an Oedipus complex with her son. So her son is in the room also. So she has her son living in the house, right? And because she's fat, just like Six the Goddess said, she has to offer shelter to a man. So she lets this loser man live in the house with her. And now the loser man is like, yo, your son need to get out and, start his own life. And the mom is like, well, you can get out. So she rather have her son than her loser man. Why? Because her loser man isn't paying any bills. So watch what happens.
And then when he ain't going nowhere, that's my son. That's my only son.
At some point, he got to go.
Never no time.
I mean, at some point,
never no time.
Man,
never no time.
Well, tell him, Christian.
No, you tell him. We're talking about you grown and you got to go somewhere. I told him, you not understand, you ain't going nowhere.
Now, listen to the woman's voice. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that the woman holding the phone is fat by just listening to her voice. That is a fat woman's voice. So let me hit, let me see. Thank you for the Cash App, Jeffrey. Thank you for the Cash App, Sean. And thank you for the Super Chat, Perseverance, Chameleon. They say these moms need a constant companion as they age. They prefer their sons if they have one, but a daughter will do if not. Exactly, because they don't got fat and they can't find no man.
You tell
talking about you grown and you gotta go somewhere. I told him, you understand, you ain't going no damn where. You go when you get ready.
Man, I just feel at some point you need to make your own way. That's what I be want to walk through the house naked sometime, and there you go. So I mean, what?
No, if anything, you can go, not him. How about that?
I want to pay all the fucking bills in here. How you gonna tell me where I can go?
But the thing is, like, why do I gotta, this is my mama's house, like, why do I gotta leave my mama?
Okay, let me correct myself. The man says I pay the bills in here. He still lives with her, which makes him a loser, but at least he's paying the bills. All right, so
but this is a lot of men don't want to date single moms.
Well, this is the way I look at it. I have no problem dating a single mom because I'm in a I would say I'm in a special situation. I don't want to have no more kids. And I love kids, right? And I just wait for my kids to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So, because my kids are grown. So I'm in a special situation. So me in particular, I want a single mom. But it's important to vet that single mom because the key to a single mom is you can watch her. You can see what type of mom she is, right? See, with you, since you haven't had kids yet, you actually don't know what type of mom you're going to be. So a man can't watch and observe you and see what type of mother you actually are because you don't know who you are until you have kids. Because women completely change into different people. It's like a caterpillar to a butterfly once they have kids.
Absolutely. You
get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it changes you biologically, it changes your brain cells, it changes you physically. And it's so many different things. It's, your estrogen level changes. Everything changes inside of your body and inside of your brain when you have a child. You know what I'm saying? So if we just run around just shitting on single moms and we're like, don't date single moms. Well, 80% of the women walking up and down the street just in our culture are single mothers. So if we're ever going to end the single mother epidemic, we got to marry these single mothers. So the key is not to just say don't marry single moms. It's get these single moms in a mindset where they're no longer stupid, crazy, idiotic, dysfunctional, or traumatized. You get what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. And for anybody that is in this chat or watching this video that has been traumatized by their mother or think they may be traumatized by their mother, but they're not really sure, there's a link in the chat right now for my course. It's pinned in the top of this chat. You should be able to see it. If you're in the chat, you'll see it. It's highlighted in blue. It's only $37. Buy my course. It's a 5-day course, and it would help you get out of your own way. Because like I said, I am not against men dating single moms. We just got to get you straight up here and help you let go of your childhood trauma so you will be more marriageable, because your kid isn't the reason why a man doesn't want you. It's your mindset that's making it where men don't want you. This independent woman bullshit, this I don't need no man bullshit, this the level of childhood trauma that you got because your mom treated you like crap. All of these things have to be taken care of. Like the most important thing for any woman to do, any man to be able to do, is to fall back in love with their parents. But if your parent treated you bad, if your parent abandoned you, if your parent left you, if your parent like allowed some things to happen to you, like you got emmed when you were young under your mom's supervision, or your mom's boyfriend did this or did that, you're never going to be able to change and grow and find a fruitful relationship until you still find a way to fall back in love with that person that disappointed you, which is your mother. and my course can help you do that. So the course is in the chat. Hit the link in the course and get the course. It's only $37. Buy the freaking course, because at the end of the day, I am just here to help end the single mother epidemic. But part of that is to get you single mothers in the right mindset where a man will actually want to be with you. Your child is not the thing that's in the way. Your mindset is the thing that's in the way. It's not your child, it's your mindset. Hit the link in the chat, buy my course, and put yourself in a position where you can actually forgive the people that hurt you, because the problem ain't in front of you. The problem is behind you. We as men are not the problem. Your mother is the problem. So let me help you forgive your mom. Let me help you change your attachment style. Let me help you get in the direction where you can actually find a man that will actually want to marry you, because we men want to marry y'all, whether you got kids or you don't got kids, because the kid thing isn't really the biggest problem. It's about how goofy y'all are. This independent woman bullshit. Think about this. If single mothers would stop just being stupid, right, and change their mindset, one, you won't be another single mother, a double single mother, whatever you want to call it. You'll only have one kid out of wedlock, which is okay. Shit happens, right? That's one thing. If you change your mindset. Two, you want to have this stupid ass mind, a bad attitude, thinking all men cheat, all men ain't shit. It's the mindset that's the problem. So it's not really what you did with this. It's about what you're doing with this. So click the link in the chat. Do something for yourself. It's only $37. It ain't going to break you. Just do it. Regardless of what you think about me, get the damn course. If you don't like it, come in my chat tomorrow. Be like, oh, your course is trash. Dog me if you don't like my course. Do whatever it is you want to do, but buy the course. Do something. That's my whole point. Do something. You don't like the course? If you think it's a scam, go crazy in my comments tomorrow, the next day, because I ain't going nowhere. So I know that my product is good, because I wouldn't still be on YouTube doing what I'm doing, because somebody would have exposed me by now. So buy my course and change your mindset, because like I said, I want single mothers to actually find husbands so you won't be single mothers anymore. So go ahead, Alexis.
I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying before you started. Exactly what topic were we on?
Okay. We're talking about, let's get into your situation, if you wanted to, about your present boyfriend and his mom.
I think when you're just raised by a single mom, especially like if you're the oldest, I think that they hold you to a really high standard, which is okay. But it's like you kind of don't get a chance to just be a child, you know?
Yes.
So, yeah, I think it makes them grow up thinking that they're really, really hard on themselves, and then they feel like it's their responsibility to just carry everything on their back. When it's not, you know? So I think that's traumatic alone, is not being able to just be a child, and then you just have to step up and be the man of the house, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I see that a lot.
Okay. So how has that affected you in your like dating life? Because you said it was one guy who had a mom problem. There's another guy with a mom problem, right?
I've dated a lot of guys with mom problems.
So was a lot of guys with these problems with their moms? Yeah,
like not the serious relationships that I had, not so much, but just like, you know, dating, college, high school, definitely. But those were terrible. Those were really bad. With this one, I think it's more so like, okay, I never had a chance to just be me, so I want to make up for it now. Or it's like sometimes they have this mindset of, because they have to step up and their mom held them to a really high standard, it's like, okay, I have to make sure I'm good, but I also got to make sure my mom is good, you know, as well. But a lot of that will it can interfere if they start dating someone, and then, you know, it's like, okay, now you're not doing for your mom as much, and now you're doing for someone else, then that could be a problem, right?
And now mom is mad because she's threatened by this new woman.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, I am not against single mothers. I'm against single motherhood. The thought process of I'm gonna have a baby so I can depend on the government, or I'm gonna have a baby so I can depend on my baby when he grows up or when she grows up to take care of me. I'm against the mindset. I'm against single motherhood. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these women, you just don't know what type of effect that you're having on your kids. Like, Alexa's right here is 24 years old, and she's out here dating men that are 24, 25, 28 years old or whatever. And she's running into all of these men who just can't get away from their mothers. So they're either trash because they didn't have a dad, or their mom is trash because they don't have a man. You know, and it's a huge problem. So a lot of you women love to say that there are no good men out here. Well, there's a reason why there are no good men out here. Go ahead, Alexis.
No, there are. They're just not choosing you. I literally just
yeah.
had this conversation yesterday with someone when someone said, like, there's no good men. I'm like, no, there's a lot of good men. They just don't want you per se. You know, they don't want someone who's goofy. Like you said, you got a goofy mindset, and then you have 3 baby dads that you got to deal with. You know, they don't want things like that nature. And then, you know, you probably let yourself go. They don't want that. But yeah, there's plenty of good men out there for sure.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, it's not.
Really? You think so?
It's not. I'm just, you know, because if I can just be real with women, I can be real with men. I don't think it's a whole lot of good men. I think it's out of 100 men, I think it'll be like 3 good men per 100 men.
Really? Wow.
Because a lot of men got kids themselves. A lot of men have been traumatized. A lot of men done been to prison or got all these issues or whatever, or they got an Oedipus complex with their moms. You know, it's all of us are being raised by single moms. Like, I literally had to fight my mom's boyfriends because my mom was choosing trash men over and over again, and they were beating upside the head. And my mom was okay with them doing it. And I had to get old enough to start fighting the dudes. So I didn't have an Oedipus complex, but I did have a certain amount of problems dealing with, like, fighting grown ass men. And I'm like 13, 14.
Right.
You know, so, but if my mom was protected by a husband, if my mom got married and settled down and did things the right way, I wouldn't be running around fighting men off of my mom. You know, so the single mother epidemic has affected all of us in some type of way, you know. But like I said, with me, since I grew up like fighting 40-year-old men, it gave me a certain amount of masculinity inside of me, because, you know, it feels kind of good being 14 and fighting a 45-year-old and winning, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of felt manly. I was able to protect my mother. I was able to protect my household, right? So that stayed with me. But a lot of these other dudes out here, and a lot of them, they have an opposite situation. Their mom's boyfriends touched them. I didn't have that problem. Their mom's boyfriends touched the daughter. You know, their mom's boyfriends, like, you know, they were able to see things that they weren't supposed to see or whatever, you know? So it was a little opposite with me. And the thing about it is, their mom's boyfriends always left. The reason why is because a lot of women choose their sons over their boyfriends, which is good depending on the age of the son. You know what I'm saying? So just like with this video, she chooses her son over her boyfriend, but this is a bad thing and not a good thing.
Critically, 10
But you
years
know
away,
what? When I
man.
met you was living with your mama.
Man,
See what I'm saying?
Nuggets.
And this is the reason why I say a lot of these men are trash. This man was living with his mama and moved in with this woman and her son.
Sometime, and there you go. You know, so I mean, what? You know.
No, if anything, you can go, not him. How about that?
I want to pay all the fucking bills in here. How the you gonna tell me where I can go?
Now, in this situation, because if he was 9 years old, you would want to make sure that you put your son over your boyfriend. You know, you don't want to put your husband, that's a different story. You don't want to put your boyfriend over your son, but this damn boy is like 30 or something. He's like 28. Listen, because so this is different.
The thing is, like, why do I got to, this is my mama's house, like, why do I got to leave my mama's house?
Period.
Man, you damn near 40 years old. Damn near it's time to go. I mean, at what point?
I'm 29 now.
Well, that's critically 10
But you
years
know what?
away.
When
man.
I met you was living with your mama.
Man, please.
You
I
was
was
living
in
with
and
your-
out. Come
you
on,
was
man.
living with your mama.
I
Now
was
you
only
gonna tell
22
me.
years old.
Now you gonna
Time,
tell me
get out
because
of here.
he
No, I
29.
ain't getting up. I ain't getting up. I'm not getting up. I'm
Man,
not
you
going
got to
nowhere.
go.
I'm not going nowhere.
You
This is
got
my
to
mama's
go.
house.
And you ain't gotta go nowhere.
You know what? Damn.
So this 29-year-old boy, if you met him, imagine what type of dude he'll be. This is what a lot of dudes are out here. A lot of these dudes are like this. Got a fat ass mama that done made their son their husband because they can't find no man. You know what I mean? This woman got a man, but he's a loser too. He's using her. That's the reason why she don't care about him leaving, because she knows that the person that truly loves her is her damn son that is now her husband. So her son is her husband and she got a boyfriend. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that like with men or just single moms raising boys, it could go so many ways. It could go to where they love their son so much that their son, they think that it's okay when I'm grown, it's okay for a woman to just take full care of me for one, or they'll think that they just have to step up and take care of their mom, forever, and then like it can just basically, it's like their mom is their wife pretty much, like the mom of the boys. And or you're gonna have the ones thinking, okay, well, a woman's supposed to take care of me. And I've seen it to where like they'll have a baby with someone, and then because they watch their mom do everything, they think that the woman should just do every single thing.
To do everything.
Like, yeah, they're like, well, my mom did it. I'm like, well, just because your mom had to struggle does not mean I have to, especially if you're here. But, I could definitely see where you mean by just the single mom, like it's like a mafia,
Yeah. So let me say this. I didn't do everything, but I did a lot when it comes to me being a parent, right? I didn't sit back and let my wife do all the work. No, I help with the homework. I'm outside with my kids. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm teaching how to ride a bike. I taught them how to drive. I put them on a freeway for the first time. I'm not going to say I did everything because their mom was a great mom, is a great mom to this day, right? Because we still in our kids' business, right? To this day. But I'm not going to say I did everything, but I did everything. I didn't do everything, but I did as much as I could, because a father can't be a mother and a mother can't be a father. So I did everything that a father needed to do to my best ability. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I went up to every last one of my kids' schools through their entire life to talk to a teacher or to intimidate a little boy or something. Every last one of my kids' schools for their entire life, I went to every last one of their schools to talk to a teacher, not to drop them off, to talk to a teacher, talk to a principal, a PTA, whatever it is. They get in trouble, I'm up there. My ex-wife used to pick the kids up, and they'd be like, how was your day? So-and-so did this, so-and-so, he picked on me. And the first thing she'll say, you want your daddy to get him? Straight up. And if the answer is yes, I'm up in the school in some little boy's face. I can't say nothing, but I'll look out. Is this the little boy that touched you? She'll be like, yeah, don't touch my little girl anymore. You know what I'm saying? taught my kids how to drive. I did all that stuff. So at the end of the day, I sadly am one of the few men that actually are doing what they're supposed to do. Because a lot of these men, they were raised by women. I was raised by a woman, but for whatever reason, it didn't affect me. But a lot of these men are raised by women. This young man in this video, he's raised by his fat ass mama, and she's just like, he ain't never going no. He 29. He can stay here as long as he want to. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, when they're raised by their mother, they begin to be lazy because their mother never made them do anything.
Right.
My first job wasn't even a job. I used to walk 10 miles. If anybody from Atlanta, I used to walk from Carver Homes to Stewart Avenue. And the way me and my friends walked from Carver Homes to Stewart Avenue, for those who are in Atlanta, you'll know how long that is. We actually used to cross the expressway, both lanes. We crossed the expressway and jumped over the side thing, you know, the middle, the median, right. Jumped over the median and crossed the other side and then walked up the side of the freeway. You know why? To get to work at the age of 11. We used to go up to the Winn-Dixie and help old women carry their bags to the car. That was my first job at the age of 11. My bike had messed up and we was like, we'll just walk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm different. But a lot of these men have been raised by their moms. They lazy as hell. They don't want to work. And then they get with another woman and then they let the woman do all the work. And they go find a fat ass woman because their mama was fat. And they like, all right, I need somebody that reminds me of my mother.
Can I ask? I want to ask something because I was taught that when men date, they date because it reminds the woman reminds them of their mom. But the experiences that I've had, I feel like I've never reminded anyone of their mom. Do you think that it's possible that when a mother, when they see the woman that their son brings home, if they're nothing alike, or let's say, for example, the woman is better than the mom in some aspect,
yes,
that's when the problem comes in? Because I'm not like with the experiences that I've had, you know, in the past, it's like me and their moms are nothing alike, you know. Like I said, I'm not from Georgia. I was raised by both my parents. My mom, they were strict. Like they definitely, like I wasn't allowed to just be out in the streets. You know, I wasn't allowed to dress a certain way. But their moms, even at that 40-year-old, 50-year-old age, it's like they're still, you know, wearing crop tops. They're still like wearing crop tops. They're still like out in the streets, you know. And we're the total opposite. So do you think that could have something to do with when the mother doesn't like the girlfriend or the wife?
Yeah. So the answer to that is yes. See, she looks at you and says, damn, if my son gets with this woman, he ain't never coming back.
Okay. That makes sense.
You know? So like you were saying with your present situation, I'm sure you already know that you are a better woman than his mom. And I'm sure she knows it. And that's why she has the issues with you already. And just like you said, his siblings, you're better. His siblings' girlfriends, you're better than his siblings' girlfriends. You know? So you are the best woman in the entire scenario, whether it's girlfriends, moms, everybody, right? So everybody is looking at you like, who is this chick? She talks eloquently. She dresses well. You know what I'm saying? You on YouTube doing your thing. Like you are an anomaly. And women are intimidated. See, women love to say men are intimidated. No, women are intimidated by women like you.
That's so interesting though, because I'm so chill, you know. Well, if you knew me, I'm really chill.
Well, you got to think about this. Are most black women chill?
No, I don't think so.
No. Are most black women feminine?
No.
Are most black women receivers? No. See, a lot of these women are loud, they're aggressive, they're givers. You know, the more weight you have on you, the more of a giver you are. You know how women are, I give my all, most likely is because of her level of insecurities, and she doesn't feel like she's good enough. Because the thing about it is, when you aren't good enough, your coochie and your essence just isn't enough to get a man. So you started adding something. I'll pay your rent. I'll clean your clothes. I'll clean your house. I'll cook for you. I'll do all this. I'll do this and that, because that comes from your insecurities. Ain't nobody asked you for all that stuff. You know? So a woman who just sits back in their femininity and they actually receive. Like, are you a giver?
To a certain extent.
No, be a receiver.
Like, I'm not like how you just described, but I wouldn't mind, you know, just rewarding someone and just showing some type of appreciation sometime, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But let me tell you the significance of a receiver. Okay. When you plug a plug into a wall, right? The plug is the male part and the actual socket is the female part, right? When you plug the plug into the wall, what does the plug itself get? Power. So you're giving by receiving.
Right.
So you don't have to give.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
See, when a man plugs into you, gives to you, he gets your electricity. You're the wall. You know how important a wall is to a TV? We do all the work. We're the TV. We play all the shows. We got the Netflix and that, but we wouldn't be shit without the wall that we plug into. Does the wall do anything? The wall don't do shit, right? I've never in my life seen a wall do anything. It doesn't entertain me. It doesn't do shit. It doesn't clean. But when you plug something into the wall, the thing that is plugged into the wall, whether it's a vacuum cleaner, whether it's a washing machine, whether it's a TV, right? The wall doesn't do shit. And you as a woman are the wall. You don't do nothing. You let a man plug into you and he starts cleaning the house. He starts doing all the stuff. The wash machine is plugged into the wall. These lights are plugged into the wall. My phone is plugged into the wall. This TV is plugged into the wall. The vacuum cleaner is plugged into the wall. Everything is plugged into the wall. You are the wall. You don't have to do shit. Because like I said, when we plug into you, we get everything we need from you. We get the electricity. You have the essence that we need.
Okay.
Always remember that.
Okay.
If you want to do something nice for your man, cool, but you don't have to. We just need you to give us something after we plug into you. Okay. Not before.
Okay.
Let us do all the work.
So just appreciation, then like I say you do something nice for me, so let me just at least show you appreciation verbally, maybe physically, you mean? Okay.
You look at him and say, baby, I'm so proud of you. Baby, I admire you. Baby, I appreciate you. The way you look at him, the way you admire him is the electricity coming back. I don't need you to get up and go wash my clothes and wash my car. Sit down somewhere and say some awesome stuff to me.
Okay.
Look at me like you want to, you know, like eat me or something. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember the cartoons, they be like, look at me like that. You know, love me. Just, that's what we want.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's it.
Simple.
Yeah, all this jumping up like, hey, let me pop the pillows. Let me do this. Let me do no, sit down and just do this.
Okay.
I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all we need. You know? So let's get back to this video.
Okay.
And let me know when you got to go, because I know you at work. Just let me know.
I ain't gonna pay no bills either, then, damn it. Now, how you feel about that? You don't want him to go? I won't pay the bills.
No,
but
you gonna continue to pay
he
the
got
bills.
to go, though, man. It's too much. See, we arguing and stuff about stuff.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, all y'all do is tell me to help. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Like,
man, you a grown ass man. You supposed to know man, the garbage overfilled. You supposed to know to take that outside. Come on, man. I don't have to tell you all this stuff, man.
The thing is, I'm barely here, so I'm barely making garbage. So why I got to the garbage shop? I'm barely here. If I'm barely here, barely making garbage, barely making dishes, like, why I gotta do anything?
Well, she gonna always make excuses for you, man. But
Right, he don't even be here. So what is you talking about? He don't be here like that. He come here.
Well,
He sleep.
See how she makes excuses for the damn grown ass boy?
And then he on business the rest of the day.
When he's here, he needs to help out. He needs to do some things. He
Well,
needs
I
to
tell
be
you what,
productive.
he ain't paying no bills
damn it,
and
he
he
gonna
ain't
start
gotta go.
paying some bills around
But
us.
I ain't paying.
But
I
I
gotta pay.
I'd rather for him to
My
get the
mama,
fuck out.
but listen, my mama said I gotta pay no bills. I ain't paying no bills.
He gotta pay.
Drop a super chat, hit the like button, put some color in his chat, drop a super chat, drop a cash app, Aaron 1000, support the channel, support the freaking channel. Or if you want to support me, buy my course. You know, cash app is appreciated, but hey, buy my course, take my course, better yourself. That'll help me and you out.
I want him to do is save his money and do what he needs to do with his money
You the whole reason why
and
he
not
is
pay
the way
no
he is,
bills.
because all this soft shit you bring to him, he still got the titty in the mouth. You let
Oh,
all that
hell
stuff
no.
go on.
No, you know what I know? You jealous. You jealous of my son.
You would say
You
that.
jealous of my son.
Only you would say some bull
But I
crap.
don't
like
know
that.
if you jealous or not, but I just know I ain't getting on my mama's house. Like, if I gotta get on my mama's house, you gotta put me on my mama's house at the end of the day.
Well, damn it, I'm be carrying you out. You got to go.
Oh,
Oh, you don't need to work to carry
Ain't
him
got
out then if
Ain't
that's
got no
the case.
problem with carrying them out. I just shoot them on out. And you,
Michael, now you know good and damn well I'm not kicking my son out.
well, what point
Yeah.
do you expect
But at
him
the end of the
to
day, I ain't worried about it. Like, if at the end of the day, I'm here. I live here, so till I'm ready to get out, I'm gonna be here. So it don't
At
matter.
what point is you trying to? What's your plans for this man? What's my
Whoa,
plans?
whoa. This man just looked at a 29-year-old man's mom and said, what is your plans for this man? Wow.
But you see why he doesn't want to move out, though, because he's being taken care of for the most part. He doesn't have to grow up.
This man is 29 years old, and this man had to look at his mama and say, what are your plans for this man? And you don't think a lot of these dudes out here are trash?
I think there is a good amount that is, and that's also because I used to work in a jail.
Mm.
I think that, I mean, the type of guys that I'm attracted to, I don't like street guys, it's not my type, but the ones that I'm attracted to and that I'm around, I think those are they're good guys, and have a good head on their shoulders. But for the most part, I do understand what you're saying, especially if in Atlanta, there are some who just, the screws aren't there, they're not tight enough. So, I agree.
So you're in an environment of discipline, right?
I no longer work there, and I was in the military. Very short time though. Very short time. Right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now you see why your way of seeing things is different, because you were in the military. You be in the gym. A lot of these women, they don't know what the hell a gym is. Like I said, the last time they've been in a gym was a gymnasium in the damn middle school. They don't know nothing about no goddamn gym. You in the gym. You was in the military. So you are surrounded by, and you got a mother and a daddy. So you are surrounded by, huh?
My mom was military as well. So.
Your mom was in the military. So you are surrounded by discipline, organization, fundamentals. You get what I'm saying?
I definitely think so. Yeah, you're right. It does take a lot of discipline, especially with the a fitness routine as well. So
Yeah,
I would say that is true.
yeah, yeah. So, ladies, this woman, Alexis, is not different because she's Alexis. No, it's because her mom and dad was married. One, it's because her dad is still around after they got married.
Oh yeah.
Two,
absolutely.
right? He's still her daddy. Three, mom was in the military, which means mom was probably in the gym and she has a certain level of discipline. Is your mom fat? Her mom.
She looks like she had 3 kids at 54, but my mom looks like me. My mom is like a spitting image of her. Of course, she has like the loose stomach, but barely, you know. But it's not fat now. No.
So that's another thing. Yeah. Alexis' mom isn't fat like your mom is. This is about discipline, okay? Being fat means that person that is fat, they're lazy and undisciplined, and they don't give a shit about themselves. So I don't just talk about fat women because of, nobody wants them. It's about their level or their low level of discipline and their high level of laziness. If you're around fat people, you're going to be as lazy as the fat people. Her mom wasn't fat, isn't fat, and she's in her 50s. Why? Because she was in the military. Why? You want to know why? She's still looking good because she probably stayed in the damn gym. This is what I'm saying. It's discipline. So this young lady right here has been surrounded by discipline her entire life. And you can too. You can too. I'm not saying go join the military. I'm saying go join the damn gym. You ain't got to join the military. Just join the gym. Join my coaching group. Like, do something and change the trajectory. Change the trajectory of your life, and then you won't have all these problems. So let's get back to the video. Hit the like button, drop a super chat, drop a cash app. Hold on, I got another super chat. Another cash app. Thank you, Marion, for the cash app. I appreciate you. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
I ain't here as long as I need to stay here. That's my
what else be 45, 50?
And he gonna be 45, 50 up in here.
Crazy as hell. Well, damn it, I'm gonna be out there. Bye. No, he's going.
You can tell the dude is stupid. Look how he keeps shaking his head. He's about as dumb as a. Look how dumb he looks. Look how dumb the stepdad is.
45, 50 up in here.
Crazy as hell. Well, damn it, I'm gonna be out there.
Look how he's shaking his head.
He's going
Get
to go
Get the stepping because this my only.
So this idiotic trio, all 3 of these people are stupid. The son is an idiot. The mom is an idiot. And the dude, because he's not a dad, the dude is an idiot. This is what I'm saying. When you're surrounded by people like this, see, you weren't surrounded by this level of dysfunction, Alexis. A lot of these women were. But you can pull away from all this stuff, people. You can be like Alexis. Go ahead.
I want to say too, because I hear a lot about when people say like, "Oh, I'm from Atlanta, I'm from Miami, I'm from LA," so that's like why they act a certain way. But I'm from Flint, and if you know anything about Flint, it's rough. Okay, so
Michigan is trash.
yeah, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yes.
You would never know if I were to tell you like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Flint," which is like 30 minutes from Detroit. You wouldn't be able to tell that. You know, they're probably, I get all the time like, "Are you from somewhere like Hollywood?" Like, no, but yeah, so it's like it doesn't matter where you're from. You don't have to you don't have to engage, you know, in those type of activities that, you know, that happens wherever you're from. But you can definitely come out of there. Like I said, you would never know. You can definitely get away from certain things. You don't have to speak a certain way. You don't have to dress a certain way. So I definitely want to point that out, because it's not always where you're from, but it's more so like where you're going.
That's it. That's it. And it's about having a fundamental belief system. It sounds like your belief system was positive when you was young, you know?
I think it was, and that's also because I play basketball. And a good amount of
and you athletic.
Oh yeah, I'm cut. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm 5'7" cut. But some of the girls that I was around, some of them didn't have like their dad in the household. And my grandmother, she was a preacher, so she used to tell me and my sister all the time. You know, she would take us. We would go to certain neighborhoods. We would hand out clothes to people that we didn't want. We had way more than we needed. You know, we didn't grow up like, you know, we didn't grow up like that, but we did have a lot more than we needed. So we always, you know, go give to other people. But she would always express to us like how important it was for us to understand like how blessed we were, because we did have both parents in the home, even though they didn't work out. But I definitely think it was beneficial for me and my sister and my brother as well. But yeah, she would let us know like, you know, you have an advantage. You have your mom, a good mom, then you have your dad, a really active dad as well. So I think that it's true. Unfortunately, it is true. It does make a difference in the outcome of, you know, of the kids, for sure.
All right, so this goofball says, no, all Black women are fat and difficult, right? Alexis isn't.
I mean, no, they're not all. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, because that's what you see, you know. But you know, you gotta go to some high places. You gotta go to the gym. That's where you're gonna see those people. I mean, I get it. I get where he's coming from, but no, not everybody.
See, the answer to this, no, all Black women are fat and difficult, right? No, y'all just are. See, Alexis isn't. Alexis is feminine. Alexis is soft-spoken. You know, Alexis has been raised right. So no, not all Black women, just y'all Black women are fat and difficult. So if y'all want to be like Alexis, do something about it. Join my coaching group.
Let me add something as well. I think when you, not only like where you come from, because when I was in the military, of course, I had to get a little bit more aggressive, and then working in the jail, I had to be a little bit more aggressive than usual. But I would say if you're just dating, naturally masculine man is going to humble you anyway. So if he doesn't have to do or say anything, you don't even have to do that much. His presence is going to humble you anyway, and that's going to make you a lot more feminine in general.
That's a fact.
You know, being played outside of your natural role, like a single mom, for an example. So when you have to play mom and dad, it's not natural. So you're going to, you know, that's where the notion of, okay, angry Black woman comes in, because like you have to do what you normally would not do, you know. So it's like, I understand why you would be angry, but that's all it is. It's just, you have to get with the right people as well. If you can just thrive and just be a naturally feminine woman, or just a woman in general, you're not going to have that mindset, and you can just thrive in your own self. You're not going to have to, you don't have to play mom and dad. You don't have to play husband and wife, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully that makes sense.
And Brazilian priestess, my mom was not fat at all. She was small. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm the fattest person in my family, to be honest. And I'm 5'7", I weigh 140.
Yeah. So Brazilian priestess, maybe you're the one that's fat. I don't know. I'm not here to say nothing or whatever, but maybe you're the one that's fat. And that's the reason why you're in these comments talking mess. I ain't enjoying shit. I don't want your fat ass in my coaching group anyway. So no, I'll most likely reject you once I realize it's you. So no, please don't hit the link. keep your fat ass out of my coaching group. So no. And but no, my mother was small, That's my mother was the way a black woman is supposed to be, but isn't, which is small. My mom was feminine. She made some dumbass decisions, but she was small, feminine, soft-spoken, and everything. You know what I mean? So no Brazilian priestess, but no, sorry, I don't want your fat ass in my coaching group. So no, please don't hit the link. But anybody else, any other rest of you ladies, you can join my coaching group. But Brazilian priestess, no, I do not want your fat ass in my coaching group. But this was a great conversation, and I want to just thank you for sharing your situation as a 24-year-old, because I wanted to let the older women know what they're actually dealing with. As a 24-year-old, dealing with a whole bunch of younger women, older women, sitting here literally trying to get you to become a single mother like them. But go ahead. What you got to say?
I would just like to say one more thing, just a message to single moms. So, we appreciate you, and you're doing it. You're doing the damn thing for sure, because it's definitely not easy. I don't have children. I see that it's not easy. But I will say, if you're doing it just for the government assistance and whatnot, you definitely have to keep in mind that there's no entity that can replace the man in the household. It's so beneficial to have the man in the household, and you definitely don't want to do everything by yourself. So
right.
You need that help. That's where your man is supposed to come in. You need that masculine structure in the home, and then you also just need a damn break. I know you need a break as well, but
yeah,
you definitely don't want to replace the man, because I know all fathers aren't that active. But if you can just wait till you're married and then actually make sure that the base, your base in the home, is good, then that'll be a great time. And then just make sure that you guys are financially stable. Just make the right decisions, and just don't try to replace the man, because there's no price, there's no child support or welfare that can replace being able to have a good father and a good husband. There's nothing that's going to replace that whatsoever. You don't want to do it by yourself. And in today's time, if y'all look at gas prices right now, I'm pretty sure you will wish, I wish I had a man. Definitely
yeah,
try to replace the man.
I totally agree. But this is the thing that just has to change. I just want more people happy, married, not fat, and not traumatized. You know what I'm saying? We'll be okay. Because to be honest with you, the fat is because of the trauma. You've been hurt as a child, and every time you feel traumatized, every time you get triggered, you go in the refrigerator and start eating more. I'm hard on fat people because you don't supposed to be fat. You were not fat when you were in the 12th grade. The typical female human was 120 pounds or less in the 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? And that's a statistic. You can look that shit up. So I believe in always drinking water. I got 2 bottles of water right here. You see this? I got one. Both of them was half, because I opened one bottle of water and I forgot the other bottle was up. So I got 2 bottle of waters. You know what I'm saying? I got fruit. I got some open fruit sitting on the table right there. So I believe in people being healthy. So y'all fat ladies, y'all probably get mad at me, but I don't care. Change your life. Let go of this trauma, and you'll probably, change the rest of your life. Because like I said, I want y'all to find a husband, but you're not going to find a husband when you fat as hell. So make some changes. Go ahead, Grace. What are your thoughts?
Hi, MrLetGo. Hi, Lex.
Hey.
So my thoughts. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So my thoughts were, one, using the government as a replacement of a man is not a good idea. One, personally, because before I had kids, I used public assistance. I used food stamps, And I'm telling you, even as a single woman, I hated it. Like, I hated going up to the office. I hated calling up there. It didn't last all month sometimes, you know, so you wouldn't have enough food. And it's easier to have your husband there because he's going to take care of you. He's going to buy the food that you need or anything that you need that you can't contribute yourself. You have somebody else to support and that you can look to in an immediate cost. If you have to call the government, on the weekends you can't call them, on the holidays you can't call them, and what if you need something right away?
But your husband is there 24/7, right?
Yes.
So you traded in food stamps for a husband because you got a husband out here.
Now I have a husband. Yeah, I would never, never. Just to expose myself a little bit, because we have 2 kids and they're young. So we have our regular marital issues. And I was a single mom for about a week at one point. And I don't want to repeat that. So
right.
As a woman who is married and got to experience a week of being a single mom, we didn't have no food, or we had very little food. I had to call this person for help, this person to help. No. Just try to keep the peace with your husband as much as you can, and don't have kids if you don't have a husband.
That's all I gotta say. I love it.
I agree with both of you guys.
I love it. I love it. And Grace is in my coaching group, y'all. What do you think about the coaching group, Grace?
So the coaching group, I really think it's necessary because there's a lot of things so let me give you an example. We talked about, I think in the last session, we were reading a book, I'll Never Be Good Enough. Yeah. And it's about narcissistic mothers. And something that caught my attention as I was reading it yesterday is like, when you have a narcissistic mother, her main purpose is you providing for her, you taking care of her. And so as a child, I'm constantly trying to please my mom, please my mom, please my mom. And so as a woman now, because I've been trying to please my mom or whoever my whole life, now I'm doing that with my husband. And I feel like I have to earn it. And it was like an aha moment. And I would have never realized that unless I was in your coaching group. So
can I ask you something, Grace?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask. So I'm hearing a lot of people say that they were traumatized by their mother. And I know, like, it's kind of in our community, if you catch my drift, it's like you don't even question moms. It's like, how dare you question me like I'm your mother? Have you ever had a conversation with her like, you hurt me, you know, I want to talk about this? Or did you ever have you ever talked about something like that?
I've tried to, but it's kind of, I guess sometimes if someone else is or my mom, she wasn't ready to have those conversations. So the trauma that I've experienced, I haven't really been able to speak to her about it because it's kind of a hard conversation for her to talk about too.
And real quick, Alexis does have a man. So shut up, LJ. But go ahead.
So you guys always coming for us talking about we don't have men.
I know, right?
They just mad because they can't have us.
Whoa. What was that, Alexis?
Exactly. Show him a third time, Alexis. Show him a third time.
That's what I'm talking about. But leave Alexis alone. Don't make her stand up. Don't make her stand up now. All right now. But leave her alone. She gonna embarrass y'all out here.
That's too funny. Oh my God, y'all are hilarious.
You want to know why these fat ass mamas be jealous of their boyfriends? Their boyfriends, their sons' girlfriends.
You had it right the first time.
Right. Let Alexis stand up. Y'all gonna get jealous in the chat. Y'all better leave her alone. But let me break this down a little bit, because Alexis, that was a great question. See, when you have a narcissistic mother, you got to keep this in mind. Your mother doesn't know that she's narcissistic, because like they think they're good mothers. Like if I say put a 1 in the chat, if you think you're a good mother, it'll be 1,000 ones, because all women think they're good women. They think they're good mothers. Why? Because they're narcissists. Women by nature are narcissistic because y'all have a superhuman ability. Y'all can y'all can, like spit out babies. We can't, right? So naturally, biologically, y'all think y'all are better than us, even though we run the world. So that's narcissism in itself, right?
I think
So,
I think also because, Grace, tell me if I'm wrong, but when we grow up, we're taught and we're told like, oh, you're such a princess, like you're so this, So in our mind, we just think that we're up here.
Yes.
So yeah, our grandmother, ain't nothing wrong with you, girl. Like it's okay to have a little meat on your bones, So yeah.
I as a kid in high school, my diet changed and I lost a lot of weight, and everybody was just like, oh, she's starving herself, and like, nobody was.
And that's a Black culture right here. If you lose weight, something is wrong with you. But if you gain weight, it's something good. That's the stupid mentality of just Black women and their just mindsets. That's what I'm saying. It's just everything we do is just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just sad. But that's the culture. Is embedded in our culture. Your job is to get fat, whether you're a man or a woman. Have some meat on your bones. Why we can't lose weight? Oh, you losing weight? Something must be wrong with you. That shit is sad. But the thing about it is, when it comes to a narcissistic mother, you can't just go to a narcissist and say, hey, you hurt me. Because the mindset of a narcissist is, I didn't hurt you. I did the best I could. I was a great person. What are you talking about? And when you try to take that from them, because a narcissist has an identity as a good woman. So if you turn around, or a good mother, so you go to a woman that thinks she's a good mother all her life and say you were not a good mother, you just literally ripped her entire identity away from her. And now she's just like, so if I'm not a good mother, if I've never been a good mother, what am I? You've ever felt that you don't know who you are ever? That's a scary feeling. Now, add 30 years to that. You're 57 and you don't know who you are. And you ain't got no man.
And your kids are grown.
That's scary as I don't know what.
Oh, can I say something real quick? I was actually about to make a video about this before we got on live, but I live in Atlanta. So you live in Atlanta, I'm not sure, but downtown Atlanta by Georgia State, I work in the courthouse, right? So, okay, there are so many Black homeless women with children in this area. And it's got to the point, like, I feel uncomfortable, because like these are people who look like me. So they're older, of course, but I mean, some are younger, some are older, but I'm starting to see a lot of homeless Black women. I'm just like, what is going on? And
Inflation.
What happened?
Inflation.
No, like this is before, this is before, but this has been going on for like the past year. The past year, I've started to see a lot of homeless Black women. And homeless people in general, but I'm starting to see a rise in homeless Black women. In my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, did you not have a husband? Like, where's your kids? Like, I know there's somewhere you could go or something that you could do, because whether someone has a good relationship with their mom or not, I feel as if their mom was on their last leg, they would say, okay, come on. But it's like, what is going on? That's something I definitely wanted to bring up because this is real. Like this homeless Black women, this is growing. It's definitely growing, and it's scary.
Yeah. Go ahead, Grace. You about to say something?
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, it's okay. But in my opinion, the reason why there's so many homeless Black women, just in Atlanta in particular, is they think that all I need is a child and the government is going to take care of me. And depending on who the governor is, who the president is, at what time, you get a certain amount of government benefits, you get a certain amount of this, you get a certain amount of that, and then you get a new president comes in, a Republican president, what does he do? He start cutting shit, right?
Right.
So you get so used to your little stupid little government life as a single mom, and you never understand the art of being feminine to attract a man. So a lot of these single mothers, they've been on government assistance literally all their adult life. And then a new president comes in and they're Republican and they start cutting this and cutting that. And now you can't afford this and can't afford that because you're so used to being lazy. And then you can't go to your mama house. Your mama having the same problem because she on the government benefits or whatever. And next you end up being homeless.
That's what I was gonna say. Sometimes when you're a single parent and you want to go, or a single mom, there's a bunch of single mothers around. That's your environment.
Yes.
And if they have their kids, they don't want you coming over with your kids.
Yep.
I mean, we love our kids, but other people don't always love our kids.
I agree. I totally agree with you. And it's not safe for the kids because, single moms be having, they love them some loser boyfriends, and usually user boyfriends be liking young people. You already know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Loser boyfriends are usually predators. So, you don't want to have you and your kid.
Said that. I'm so happy you said that.
Uh-huh.
Because one of my in-laws, she posted her daughter, young girl, maybe 3, 4. She posted her daughter. Now this guy, it was so creepy. He commented and then he just started saying like some off-the-wall stuff about the child. She's like, "Oh, I love your daughter so much." She doesn't know this guy at all. So she went through that and then she posted it to let people know, like, "Hey, there's creeps out here." I'm gonna find out this guy had to her and he said a lot of men will, like creepy men who likes that type of stuff, they will follow
a single mother,
right, to see if there's a man in the house, and if not, they'll try to get close, to the moms. They can be around the kids. I just thought, like, oh my God, this is so scary. So it's hard to even have people around your kids that you can trust.
Yeah. So everybody, let me do this. If anybody has problems keeping up with my live streams, because I'm going live all the time. Actually, I got it right here. Did I put it on? Nope. I need y'all to text YouTube to this phone number. So let me put it in here. Text the word YouTube to this number right here that I'm putting in the chat. So text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280 if you want, I ain't gonna say you none or whatever, but you now will get the link to my YouTube videos or whatever. So if you come in and you're like, damn, I didn't know he was live. If you text the word YouTube to this phone number right here, you'll get a notification that I'm going live. You'll get the YouTube, the link or whatever, and boom, you won't ever miss any of my lives. So text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280. This way you'll be able to be on my notification list and you'll just simply get the YouTube link sent to your text message and boom, you'll be on the show and you won't have to worry about catching it late. But do y'all got any closing remarks before we head out? I think this was a great conversation.
I just wanted to say that for women or single moms, I think it's very necessary to get therapy or coaching or whatever, because I've done a lot of different things, whether it be self-help books or watch YouTube videos. I've been in any and everybody's church, you know, talking to your friends. But I feel like until I got therapy and had accountability people like MrLetGo and the women in the group, that's when I really felt like my progress was skyrocketing. So,
hold on, tell them about the women in the group and the culture of the actual group.
So everybody's super friendly. They're very helpful, transparent. I would say they're a lot more open to sharing who I am.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to call you out and tell you about yourself. So
Yeah. The culture of the coaching group is not just about me. Some of them, well, I'm not joining his group. It's not about me. It's about the culture of the women in the group, how helpful and how open they are. You know, we be in a group chat talking literally all day long, all evening long. We say good morning to each other every morning in the group chat. It's like this big old family, you know what I mean? So it's not just about MrLetGo. It's about the culture. It's about the environment. And just like we was talking about with Alexis was born in a great environment and still is in a great environment now. You know, she was in the military. Her mom was in the military. Well, you was in the military, right, Alexis? You said that, right? Yeah, she was in the military. So all of this is about environment. You know what I mean? So if you want to change the way you operate, the way you're living, the first thing you have to do is change your environment. So does this mean jump up and just start trying to meet new friends? Well, you actually don't even have to do that. All you have to do is click the link in the chat and join my coaching group, and then you'll have a new environment right on your phone. We have Zoom classes Mondays and Wednesdays. We have a Zoom class this evening. What book we go over this evening, Grace?
I don't remember.
The Obstacle is the Way.
Okay, I need to get that one.
Yeah. So we going over The Obstacle is in the Way. The Obstacle is the Way. I'm sorry, this evening. But yeah, all I can do is offer help to y'all, you know, but it's up to you, because I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. So that's all I can do is help. But you got any closing remarks, Alexis?
Yeah, I do want to touch on a couple things. Like I said before, replacing the man with government assistance. You definitely just take the time to understand the power of the father and just the man in the household in general. You definitely don't want to take that for granted, and you don't want to replace the man at all. It's very beneficial to have both parents in the home. It's beneficial for the child and for yourself as a woman. It's very beneficial. And another thing too, I just wanted to touch on. So what Grace was saying about, I'm sorry, did you say something about being around certain people, right? Was that you, Mr. Aaron? Mm-hmm. Okay, so as far as changing your environment, I think that is very beneficial, because if you want to make some big changes, you do have to change your environment. And where you're from, it does have something to do with things, because you are subject to your environment. But you do want to you have to understand that where you're from does not define you. Like I said, I'm from. Someone said, "Can fat people join?" Lord have mercy. Y'all get on my nerves, okay?
Yes, fat people can join. Y'all so silly.
Oh my gosh, I can't listen. Okay, listen. If you change your environment, you have to make some. To make some big changes, you have to change your environment, and where you're from has a little to do with it. Wherever you're from, like I said, I'm from Flint, Michigan. Interesting place, but I still turn out to be something. So
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Remember to text the freaking number. Hold on, y'all. I gotta remember the number myself. Text, here's the number right here. I'm just gonna put a number in. Text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280 in order to get notifications of the next time I go live on YouTube. So I'm putting together a notification squad where you'll get notified and you'll get the Zoom. I mean, not the Zoom. You'll get the link to YouTube videos and everything. And I got another YouTube video coming either at 2 o'clock or at 3 o'clock. So make sure to text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280 to get on the notification squad. But thank you, beautiful ladies, for pulling up on me. This was a great conversation. And y'all have a good rest of y'all day.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye-bye.